So the idea of failure, no one wants to fail, but that's one of the biggest things that we are afraid of, is being afraid of failing. But from a lot of the best people that I know, successful people that I know, healthy people that I know, it's not how you fail, it's how you get back up. So no one likes failure. Failure is one of those things where you are afraid of. We've been taught that it was a bad thing. Going to school, we should never fail. It's terrible to get F's in class, right? Well, the problem is, if we never fail, how do you ever learn? Some of the best and most successful people in the world have done so many things that they have failed in. But the key thing from what I have learned, whether it's in life, in health, is how you bounce back up, right? So we have to, number one, be okay to fail. See, failure is not a bad thing. All of us fail. Think of you when you started walking. Think of you as a child. How many times did the wrong thing happen? Did you do the wrong thing? And then we learned it, right? If we're always being told, no, you can't do that, no, you can't do this, don't do that, don't climb up, don't do this, don't do that, we have been conditioned to getting the word no. And we have been conditioned as a child to be afraid of the word no, to be afraid that if we failed, that it is a bad thing, it's terrible, we should feel bad about failure. So then what happens is you never try something brand new because you are actually afraid of failing at it, right? Think of losing weight, for example. There are patients of ours that want to lose weight, but they're afraid to start. When we got to the deep part of it, it's not that they don't want to start. They want to do it. They really, really want to do it. But because they failed multiple times, they think to themselves, you know what? I don't think I want to do this again. Because you know why? The last 10 times I have failed. What I tell them is, what if on the 11th time you succeed? What if it takes 10 times a failure and 11 times to succeed, right? What if that happens? You know, the inventor of the light bulb, what happened? There are stories that he failed 10,000 times. And the first 10,001 times that he did it, he succeeded. And when he succeeded, now we have light, we have electricity, right? Think of the inventors, the Wright brothers, who thought that flying through the sky in a metal tin can called an airplane one day was possible, right? They failed many, many times. But the one time they succeed, that's how they got back, and that's how they made history. You as a person listening to this, if there's a health goal, maybe it's because you want to lose weight, maybe it's because you want to walk a mile, maybe it's because you want to walk 2 miles, maybe your goal is just to walk around Disneyland for half a day without having to sit down or having to get in a wheelchair. It could be as big or as small. But if you don't try, right, you will never succeed in doing so. Because success is not about how many times you fail, but it's the one time that you succeed. The question then becomes, how do you succeed? I believe most people in health is getting the wrong information. That's number one. They have the wrong information. The second part of failure is that they don't have the good support system. They're not getting it from the right people, and they're not getting support and guidance from the right people. And the third thing is, they're not giving it enough time, right? Or they don't have enough people for supporting them, which is the guidance and support. That's number two. But you never gave it enough time. See, you think that everything happens so instant, right? That's our world nowadays. Our world is filled with instant gratification. When you text someone, you're wondering why they didn't text back. When you post something on social media, you check back all the time to see if you got that instant gratification. And it's like that fuels us. That's one of the biggest problems with instant gratification is you want something so quickly. You think everything becomes quick. You think weight loss should be quick because you've been told that you can lose 100 pounds in 2 months, or there's videos of people doing it and you believe you do it too. And the moment you can't do it or your results don't come out the same, you think you failed. See, that's not how life works. That should not be how your health works. If your goal is to walk a mile each day, and maybe today you start off with walking 1 block, half a block. Maybe it's just down and back the hall, of your house. See, we should not put as much pressure as we put on ourselves because we see other people do it and we see other people how quickly they do it. One of the biggest things that I have learned is health takes time, okay? For those of you who are thinking about getting better health, achieving better health, it's going to take time. And there are times where you get up each day and maybe you failed, right? How do you fail? Well, you can't really fail if you're constantly progressing. But how you fail, say in weight loss, or maybe you failed to do an exercise that day, it's how you do it the next day. And maybe you missed it in the morning. You missed it in the morning and now you have to commit to doing it in the afternoon, right? Commit to doing something first. I think that's the biggest part of failure in taking great care of your body, is because we lack the commitment to do it. For many years, for myself, my major is in exercise biology. And for many years, I thought that, I know how to train the body. I know how to get stronger. I teach people how to stretch all the time. I'm doing the stretches, but I wasn't getting stronger. And there was one day, and I want to be very transparent, there was a day where I was picking up my daughter out of the car, right? I'm leaning over and I'm picking her up. And, she was dead weight. She was completely knocked out, asleep. As I'm getting her out of the car and I put her in bed, I thought, oh my gosh, wow, that felt like a lot of work. Like I was feeling it in my back, and I thought to myself, I thought I was supposed to get stronger working out on my own. But number one, the problem was, for the first 10 years of practice, I focused a lot on our office, on our patients and stretching, but I wasn't focusing enough on myself. And I realized if I don't focus on myself, how would I be able to help others? I could not help others if I don't focus on myself first, right? Getting my body healthy, getting my body where it needs to be. So I wanted to be stronger. For the last 1.5 to 2 years now, I've been working with a functional trainer to strengthen my body so that I am able to function better and have better longevity and better range of motion and stronger overall, to where now my daughter is a couple years older, but I can pick her up easily and not feel my back or my shoulders or anything like that. It's all about function, But do I think of the first 10 years I failed to do certain things? Well, I have failed to take care of my body the way I should have taken care of it. But the key thing is, it did take me 10 years to realize that. And now I'm making a complete shift in my body to make sure that I take great care of myself. I thought I was taking good care of myself back then, right? And there are a lot of you out there who might think, wow, yeah, I am taking great care of myself. I'm taking amazing care of myself, or I'm always active. Just because you're always active doesn't mean you're taking good care of yourself. Some of you could be very, very active, but be very stiff, have lack of range of motion. You could barely reach over your head and put your arms above your head, right? So these are lack of function in the body. Now, the next time you think about getting up and working out and getting your body corrected, right? Maybe losing weight, one thing or another, reaching a health goal, commit first. Find someone who's going to be able to give you the right information, the right stretches, the right function. Is your body working the right way? I mean, if it's in pain, don't try to work through the pain, because pain is a signal for your body to tell you that there's a problem. It is not something that you need to work through. See, pain is something where your body's telling you something's not right. I wanted to get it taken care of first before you strive for that goal. So get the right information, get the right guidance, and make sure you give it enough time. All right? Until next time, this is Dr. Tam here. Every single week, I want to increase your health, function, and longevity. Let's go.